Hey guys, what's up fellow junkies, and welcome back. We are the Horror Junkies.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Kyle. Welcome, this is going to be the Gory Details episode 4. If you guys have been keeping up, we've seen The Inferno, we've seen Trick or Treat, and we've seen Child's Play. Only God knows what we're going to see this time. So, as you guys know, we're going to have a spin. We got all my horror movies in the randomizer, and that's going to tell us what we're going to watch. Then we're going to go watch it, then we'll come down back with you guys, have a sit-down chat, and get into the gory details of that movie. So, let's hope we have some gory details to talk about. So far, not so much gore in these movies that we've been picking.
Yeah, we've been lacking in that department a little bit.
Hopefully we'll get to the extreme gore as we go along.
Right.
So, Jeff, do you want to do the honors this time?
I will. I will spin it.
You're going to spin that wheel?
Spin that wheel.
I got my sound on this time, guys.
City of the Living Dead. It's kind of blurry, but that's what it says.
And hopefully one day we'll have that on the TV, but we're working with what we got. And as I know, you guys, this is actually a Blue Underground movie. Gonna be a zombie movie, kind of a little bit interesting because it's foreign, but you know, it's always good. So I think we might actually have some gore in this one. I'm excited. How about you, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Have you seen this one?
I think so.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Alright, guys, so we're kind of run off, watch our movie, our scantily clad movie. And then we'll be back with you guys, and we'll get right back into the gory details with you.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys survive the night.
Mm-hmm.
See you guys in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're signing off for now. What's up, fellow junkies, and welcome back. We are the Horror Junkies.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Kyle. So you guys, we just got done watching this movie, The City of the Living Dead, directed by Lucio Fulci. If you don't know this director, I'm kind of right there along with you. I have quite a few of his movies. A lot of them are Blue Underground. The only other one I could really know about is Zombie. So both of them I got are zombie movies. Gotta just go ahead and say that this is kind of a bizarre take on a zombie film.
Yeah.
Like, definitely not what I would ever expect out of a zombie film ever.
But it's foreign.
Like, once you get in these foreign movies, you never know what you're gonna get. Box of chocolates, whatever. It's just the way it is.
Right.
Alright, guys, so City of the Living Dead. This movie came out in 1980. Like I said, it was Lucio Fulci. Definitely one of the more bizarre movies I've seen. Kind of get into the plot, you guys. Best way I can describe this, there was a priest, father, a man of God in a town called Dunwich. He hangs himself, and by that, he opens up the gates of hell. And that's kind of where this story picks up. Next thing we kind of see is a lady having a seance, and she sees the City of the Evil Dead. City of the Evil Dead? City of the Living Dead. I think I can say this. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And she ends up dying, supposedly. And so as we go on, later on, we kind of find out she was just like in a trance or something, not quite dead. She gets buried, and then we have Mr. Super Sleuth come along.
Right.
He hears all these screaming, and she's in her grave, she's in her casket, whatever. And like he thinks he hears her, and then he ends up hitting her, almost hitting her in the face with the pickaxe.
Right.
So, of all things, this guy is not as great as the guy as he thinks he is. But moving on with this, like I said, the base of the story is they need to find this father's body. They need to destroy it before Saints' Day, All Saints' Day.
Yeah, All Saints' Day.
Or everything kind of just goes to hell in a handbasket. And this movie done up in a nice little package, you guys. Like I said, it's definitely not the more normal zombie movie of all time, but not bad as far as I'm concerned.
No.
As far as the body count, you guys, it's really kind of hard to decipher what is going to be decided as a body count, what's decided for it as killed, because you know they're all going to come back as a zombie at some point. So it's kind of tough to say. Like I said, I got about 9 kills in this movie from what my deduction. So if you guys have seen this movie and you have anything to dispute, comment below and let me know what you think. So moving on to probably favorite kill. Jeff, what would you say your favorite kill was?
I think my favorite kill is just how the zombies kill everyone in the movie. They just kind of like grab them in the back of their head and just like rip out the back of their skull with some brains. It's weird. I don't know. It's a really
like the gore in it as just like this is the top gory movie that we've seen.
Yeah,
in this series that we've started here.
Pretty much. I mean, there was a lot. There's a lot. We're definitely getting into the gory details now because
finally, it's actually going down, guys.
I mean, there was just all sorts of shit.
I think the weird part about it is like every time that the zombie would like grab the back of the head, it almost looked like a bubble of like just gruesome was coming out each time.
You could tell that the skull was all rubberized and everything when they ripped it out, and all the goop and
Kind of lead off with this kill, you guys. Probably the first one that you see the father. He kind of he's with these two kids that are kind of getting sexy in the car. Doing what teenagers do. The girl ends up seeing the father hung. Someone told me about this. He was hanged, and then so you see this image of him being hanged, the girl sees it, and then before you know it, the father is outside of the car, just staring at her. And the more she stares at him, she starts crying, tears of blood, and then she all of a sudden starts regurgitating all of her guts. Yeah, it's pretty dang gruesome, and for kind of a lower budget film, it was actually pretty dang good as far as the gruesome goes. So all of her guts come out of her, and then all of a sudden she's just still bleeding from the mouth and the eyes, and then she grabs the back of her boyfriend's head and rips out the back of his head. So that's kind of the finishing touches on that kill for Jeff.
Yeah.
And it's probably for my favorite kill, I'm going to go with probably the most, I want to say, storybook, notebook, whatever, textbook kill in this movie. One guy that kind of looks like you can't tell if he's dead or if he's just a junkie, but he ends up hiding in a garage of like a girl he knows. The dad finds out. The dad gets the drill turned on somehow, and then this is probably the most slowest leading up to kill ever. And it was just ridiculous. Like you see the drill, you see the face. You see the drill, you see the face. I really felt like the drill was gonna go through my head before this guy. But yeah, the dad was holding down this junkie's, whatever his deal was, his head down, and then just the drill ends up going through like right here, not his temples, but like through his cheekbones and through his jaw. And so it was decently gruesome. You got to see it go in and all the way through. So it was actually fun to see that aspect because, like, you don't really see that unless you're watching a driller killer movie, which are good, but sometimes those aren't as fruitful as you would expect. So Jeff, any other favorite parts that you want to bring up? You have?
I think my favorite thing with these foreign movies is the sound effects that they choose, because they might not always be as conventional as you might think.
They're not exactly what we'd expect as far as our American movies.
I mean, and they use so many animal sounds for the zombies. Like, there's, I think, like, a bear. There's one that sounds like a dog. And then, like, when you hear them out in the night before you actually see them, they sound like monkeys. So you're just...
So we're in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle of frickin' zombie movies, you guys.
Right.
This is basically what we got on our hands here.
I like the music, too. This one wasn't as...
ridiculous.
All over the place, but it almost seemed like there was a lack of music too. There wasn't really.
They tried to almost make it just a bare minimum.
Yeah, I think there's actually like two main songs that play throughout the movie, and I think that's really about it, if I can remember. Yeah.
As far as with me, guys, a favorite part of mine. This is probably a little bit morbid, but that's kind of what I'm getting known as. I'm the more morbid horror junkie in this category here. But, I mean, in the beginning, you see the priest get hung. I'm not really sitting here saying, like, seeing a priest get hung is pretty cool. No, the thing I liked about it was this, like, the imagery of it. Like, you don't really see him step up to anything with the noose. And when the noose goes over the tree, it sounds like Indiana Jones' whip. So I'm thinking, like, na-na-na, na-na-na, but we didn't get that. But, so, like, it almost looks like this father hovers up to the noose, like he's Magneto or something, and that's when he hangs himself, and then you kind of see the shot of him just hanging from the tree. Just like that image you see in The Conjuring, a lot when you see the mother hung from the tree.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Take it for what it is. I like that imagery. It's a little bit morbid, but look who's talking.
Right.
You guys are probably weird out there too. Don't judge me. All right, so Jeff, would you say there's a least favorite part for this movie? We haven't really had a least favorite part ever.
Like a part that it
just drove you crazy. Anything that you would like, I could have lived without that.
The thing that got me is when the girl like barfs up all of her guts. Like, it's cool.
So my favorite part,
super gruesome, but at the same time I was just like, I kind of feel like throwing up now. That was really gross, but it was like cool at the same time. So I'd probably say that was my least favorite part, just solely due to it made me feel kind of uncomfortable.
Okay.
Oh, and maybe when Bob, the guy we don't know if he's dead or if he's a junkie.
They never clear that up for us.
They never really
He's
do.
dead now either way, though.
There's like a part where he like goes into this old abandoned house, and in a fireplace he has a blow-up sex doll stored in his fireplace, and he throws it, and he's ready to get down and dirty with this thing, and then he sees like a rotten, dead baby corpse, and that was just really
a little disturbing for you
too. Yeah.
Like, I don't really have a least favorite part, but and I have another favorite part kind of during that part. The sex doll self-inflates. Now, if we can get that technology going on, who needs girlfriends?
This is the age of convenience, people. We need. Why aren't we funding this?
Right? This should be a thing already. But I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna have a blow-up doll, at least have one with bigger boobs.
Right.
That'd be my complaint
like
about this.
Mosquito bites on that thing. God damn.
Jeez, my mom watches these. This is not gonna go well. All right, guys. So Jeff, let's go ahead and do our rating system and see how you felt about this movie overall.
I liked this movie. Dude, I mean, like, aside from the fact that the plot's a little confusing, they generally are with the more foreign movies.
If you know what's going on, I'm concerned.
Yeah, exactly. So, I like the imagery. I'd say it's a good zombie movie, aside from being a really unconventional zombie movie.
But I think that's, like, what puts it up there a little better.
I think it does, too. And, I'm gonna give it, I'm actually gonna give this one a 9.
Okay.
I liked it. It was a good movie, and you should watch it.
That's a recommendation, people.
That's
Go
a
watch
recommendation.
All right, guys. So coming down to me, I got with this movie, like the rewatch value in it is there. Like it's definitely one of those mystery horror movies, which I'm not usually into. But this kind of keeps me at least interested. I think they're known as giallos, and if I'm wrong with that, horror people don't work me over because I'm new to this whole giallo thing. I just learned what it was.
No, I'm pretty sure you got that one right.
With the whole mystery thing, I'm not really into the mystery ones, but it is what it is. Overall, it's got great rewatch value. I'll watch this movie again right now, honestly, and I'll be okay with it. I felt like the gore is finally there, so I'm really enjoying that. I really want more, because that's my side of this whole team here. The atmosphere I thought was really cool, especially in Dunwich, because it was kind of like a foggy, misty, like it's almost like a gray, podunk-looking place, so you always knew that something bad's going to happen there. It's always got evil ensued with it, so with all the atmosphere going on with it, even though they're kind of all over the place, I feel like overall, the atmosphere is great. So with me, I'm actually going to go ahead and give it probably a 7. Not because I don't think it's as good of a movie as Jeff does, it's just the lacking aspects. When I kind of feel like this movie doesn't drag on, which pushes it up higher for me. But the problem is, it does at some point feel like if I look at my watch, it's a bad deal.
It's pretty quick right up until the end. That was the part that felt like the longest to me. I feel like it was pretty quick up until it got to like the climactic part of the movie, which is where you usually think that it's gonna speed up because there's gonna be more action, and it just kind of.
Yeah, I was really hoping for more conventional kills. I'm not like saying like a typical everything. I mean, the drill kill was amazing, but with zombies, I mean, you saw bites, but you didn't really see much of it. You saw corpses biting people. It was a little bit weird.
Yeah.
But overall, you guys, this is definitely a movie to check out. I think it's still reasonably easy to get. This is The City of the Living Dead by Lucio Fulci. You can't go wrong with this director. I will recommend him as many times as I can. But anything else you want to bring up, Jeff? Anything you got for this movie?
No, I think that's about it.
Alright, guys, so this is the Gory Details episode 4. Like, comment, subscribe. Tickle that subscribe button. If you guys like what you see, go check out our other videos. We got more Gory Details episodes, and we got Franchise Fridays coming up. We got more horror collections revealed with me, and slasher movies revealed. Go out and check this out. See what you guys think. We're trying to have a well-rounded channel. So if you guys help us out, tell us what you want to see, because we'll kind of do whatever. I mean, as long as it's not weird or anything.
Right.
We're not into bukkake.
No.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Just remember that. All right, guys. So for us, we are the Horror Junkies.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Kyle, and we're signing out. You guys have a good one.